Hey there. Today I'm going to teach you how to make some cheap and easy warped flesh, useful for D&D miniatures or terrain, or if you play Warhammer, Chaos and Tyranid armies are really going to love this. Now, I don't claim to have invented this method. It's usually on an instructional image that kind of floats around the internet, but I've never seen anyone actually do it on video, so today I'm going to do it for you. So let's get to it. So to show off this technique, I'm using a skull golem from the WizKids line. No real reason, but I thought it would look cool, and I was in the game store and it was $5, so that's about it. I start off by removing the mold lines with a X-Acto, and sometimes a file helps, and while I'm at it, I go ahead and take it off of the included base. I'm not a big fan of these in general. I tend to rip them off when possible, and I just use some old clippers for it and true it up with a knife after I take it off. So, the cornerstone of this technique is regular old Mod Podge, or any kind of PVA glue you can get your hands on. Put it on some kind of microwavable plate. I've seen some people use like a bath tile. Not too sure about that, but any kind of thing that can survive being in the microwave. I put on 3 dollops right here, but as you'll see in just a second, they end up merging together. Throw it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and you're left with this nasty skin puddle. So here I grab the nasty flesh with some tweezers, and you see how stretchy and stringy it is. I kind of threw away the tweezers and decided to just use my hands. It ain't gonna kill me. I scoop it on to the base and use my X-Acto to kind of trim it off, and afterwards I massage it into a shape that is somewhat agreeable. And here I'm just using the mini to kind of find a spot where he can rest his feet flat. If I need to press down and adjust it a little bit, it's fine. The PVA is still wet and it'll slide around where it needs to be. Next, I grab some more of the PVA and just kind of find a spot to drape it on. No real science to it or anything, just put it where you think it's nice. Sometimes it's better to go into these more organic shapes without a game plan. Sometimes you get something a little messy, but I think the randomness and the unplannedness, like this script, looks a little better. Next up, I grabbed some of these foam beads that I got from, I think, Hobby Lobby for about $4. I throw some in a little cup, and using a toothpick and some more Mod Podge, I throw some around the model in no real particular order. I just kind of threw them on there for the sake of variation, and I kind of wanted just an excuse to use the foam beads. I hadn't even opened them. I might as well use them. Right here I use some clippers to clip off this really thin part on the skin that I wasn't a very big fan of. Takes like 2 or 3 snips, not too hard. Then here I'm using some more Mod Podge on a toothpick to help blend the skin into the model just a bit more. In some places I could have gone a bit heavier with it, but I'm kind of in the camp of not poking at your model more than you need to. Sometimes you get lost in it and you can end up doing a little too much. Next here I have a small little cup of, for lack of a better word, 3D printed faces from a project I never finished. And I add a few of those onto the skin for some kind of fleshy variation. And now here, what I'm doing is putting some Mod Podge onto a plate that's really watered down, giving it a little mix, because I wanted to try using some yarn to make some quick and easy entrails or intestines. I would take the piece of yarn, squeeze the Mod Podge out, and then wrap it into a fairly intestinal shape, and then attach it to the mini. And here I'm just using an old pencil to position the intestines inside, and after that I called it done. My skull golem is now a flesh golem. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Hey there. Today I'm here to... Why am I here? Why are any of us here?